Okay. I wonder if that works. Cause like it's so strange that cause like I got so many people like I didn't know cause for some reason 200 people watched the 7 minute stream that was at the beginning when my capture wasn't working. So then like 120 people watched the first part of the stream, and then even less people watched the third part, but there was more people actually in the stream for the second and third part. I don't know. I don't know what about that made it so good? I guess. Who knows? Alright. Oh, what did I do? Alright, open the map. I didn't know I could do that. It's been so long since I played that I don't know the controls. Like I was having trouble figuring out which button summons Maridon when I was playing Violet, Scarlet and Violet, but Violet. And the old my concern when I'm watching the series, which another thing I thought about when watching the series was we were so robbed that there was no voice acting in Scarlet and Violet. Because, oh my god, every voice that they got for like all the characters fits so well in the show. And I felt like it would have made the game really good with voice acting. But I have no clue why they didn't do that. And they decided to spend their money on an Ed Sheeran song at the end of the game. Like, why? I didn't even. What? Why? What? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just find lines from the Pokemon Monkey. But I want. Because, okay. There was like one thing, because I only knew about like I only knew one of the voice actors in there from like voice wise. I'm saying that because it's Grusha, which is the ice gym leader that's on top of Glacido Mountain. And I'm like listening to him talk. I'm like, he sounds so familiar. I just can't put my finger on it. So I eventually give up and try to figure it out myself. And I search it up. And lo and behold, it's Cat Noir. Cat freaking Noir, bro. And then, like, not even. And then today, I'm like looking. Apparently, the English dub for Digimon Beat Break is coming out, and Christina V or Ladybug is one of the main characters. I'm like, dude, I can't escape Miraculous no matter how hard I try. Which I actually need to watch the new seasons, but I don't know where to freaking get it because I don't want to go on Disney Plus because that sucks. I don't even know if it's on there. I've just seen clips of it, but I don't want to watch them because I don't want to get freaking spoiled. I'm just saying that the animation looks like it took quite a turn. It looks a lot better. At least the models do. I don't know. I mean, the animation does too, but like I know. If only Miraculous had gotten 2D animated, it would have been so damn good. The art style was so peak. Like that, but what? Why? Because he has dots on her suit. Because he has dots on her suit. Why couldn't you could do like a cool effect where she's like green screen out and the dots just move with her. I don't know. Like a not like a pattern, like a I don't know, something like that. You could have done that. You could have figured out so many ways. You could have just actually just drawn with the dots on. Okay. I get it. I wouldn't want to do that either. Because that sounds like a terrifying time. But like I mean, I would wait as long as it would possibly have to wait for that. Cuz it would be so peak. But yeah. Again, I'm just ranting to myself. I'm the only person in the chat. There's only one person, and it's me. I was surprised that I had so many people last time. There was lots of people. Your face in the mirror, biding your time to strike. Surely the poison makes a portrait of your face in the mirror, biding your time to strike. Yeah, I don't know the entire song. I've only seen edits. I want to listen to the full song. I probably should at some point. Things that I should voice act. See, one of the things I did want to try, but apparently I guess I was too late because the English stuff's already coming out. As I wanted to voice Gekomon, because Gekomon seems so silly. I'm Gekomon, you know, with the little, you know. No, but I think the voice actor for Gekomon sounds good too. You know. Sort of like saying, you know, even though I was watching it in like the sub, I can't, and I don't understand much Japanese. It was just the reading, you know, over and over again. It started becoming something I was just saying. You know? You know? You know? But yeah, I'm very much enjoying Digimon Beat Break. And, you know, I didn't know if I was going to enjoy Horizons, like Pokemon Horizons. But after sitting through and watching everything in, like, a couple days, I will say I very much do like it. And I want more. I have to say, I think my favorite character out of the main three is Dot, just because I like how much Dot has like grown and changed, and it is like actually, you know, went from being, you know, very secluded, not wanting to hang out with anyone, to coming out of that and hanging out with people and actually going out and starting an adventure. It's just like, it was like something that I was like, man, that just really, you know, hits me right there, I guess. It was just like, I liked it a lot. And I'm like, now I'm just like trying to, you know, wait for the rest of it to come out, because apparently they released the third season this year. Earliest gets episodes. I don't know when episodes release. The only time I knew episodes release were Digimon Beat Break, which I think is every Thursday. So yeah, I gotta wait. I've got to wait. How dare you trying to turn off my phone screen? I need to be able to see the chat. Oh yeah, I did end up making a Pokemon team, because, I mean, I'm very attached to my Violet team. That's like the one team that's like the most of it. But I wanted to add stuff from my Sun team as well. The problem is my Sun team is made up of a starter, 2 legendaries, and then, you know, Absol, which is a cool one. What was the other one? Oh, Alolan Raichu, and then Gastrodon, who's the one I added to my team, because I'm a big fan of Gastrodon. Which I find it really strange is that the website has the different versions of everything. What the? Did we just disconnect? This is very strange. Why is it paused? Stop that. Weird. Why is it lagging? I'm not getting any lag here. Frickety frickety. There we go. It was my phone lagging, I guess. There we go. What was I on about? Something Pokemon related. Oh yeah, my team. My Violet team consists of Meowscarada, which is probably, I think, one of my favorite starters, other than, of course, my starter from Sun, which is Incineroar, which I would love to have both of them on my team, but I don't want to have two fire types. I love way too many fire types. But I like also I like not having like multiple of the same typing on my team, just because I like to be prepared for everything as much as I can be. That's why my Meowscarada has Protean with Play Rough, U-Turn, Flower Trick, and Night Slash with the Stellar Terra type. So yeah, it's kind of overpowered. Also, it's Clear Amulet, so its stats can't be lowered, and it's just a powerhouse. Because I don't know why they just made Meowscarada so overpowered. Same with Incineroar. Incineroar's also got some pretty good power behind it. Incineroar's awesome. I don't have a much in-depth detailed thing, because when I played Sun, I was how old was I? I was very young. I don't remember exactly how young, but I was very young last time I played it. It was apparently 2013. How many years is that? That's 13 years ago? Holy shit. That's actually insane. Yeah. So 2013. And yeah, I don't remember much. And all I did was just brute force my way through everything. Which the only time I had a bit of strategy is when I got to like the final fight of like the main game, versus Kukui as the professor at the end of the Elite Four. And since this was my first time beating a Pokemon game, I didn't realize that he was gonna be there. So I thought I was in the clear. Like, I got so scared because like it took everything for me to get through the Elite Four. I was like, geez, what the frick? And then this guy comes out with Primarina. And I'm like, I'm not prepared for that. So I brute forced my way through it with Incineroar. And that's like the first time I ended up losing. I had never lost in the game before that. I had to actually go and rethink my entire strategy for the Elite Four. And I had my lone Raichu take front, and it was like such a peak moment that I finally actually learned how to play the game a little better. I guess that's why I've tried to be as good as I can with my type matchups. I'm not the best, but I've got a lot of ways of remembering things, just because a lot of it's just common sense. Like, one of my favorite ones is that Fairy is weak to Metal type because in a lot of folklore, Iron would burn fairies whenever they touch it, which I thought is a cool thing. Not that it like them getting hurt by the iron, but like I think it's a cool reference to that. And then like electricity is stopped by ground, because when you ground electricity, then it loses its like power. Fire's weak to water. That one's that's a classic. There's like, you know, a lot of stuff. Like grass is weak to bug, bugs weak to literally everything. Except for ghost type, I think, which is really weird, and I don't know why. Is it ghost or is it poison? I don't know. But I've never had problems with bug types because, you know, they just get eviscerated anyway. Which kind of sucks. I wish bug types had some cooler stuff. What else is there? I don't know. I guess I could talk about like my idea for the like Pokemon thing. Oh, hey, there's a person. There's another person that isn't just me. Hello. Hey, if you have any suggestions, you want me to like do a voice over or something, I don't know, just like anything you would want to have voice acting, I'll do it. As long as it's not anything too crazy, like nothing like that'd be inappropriate or is gonna get me banned on YouTube. You know? But that's just if you want. I don't know. But I mean, if you don't mind, I'll just keep talking about Pokemon while you figure out if you want to do that. But yeah, I kind of wanted it to work where so everyone makes like a trainer, and that's like their character, but there's no classes because that wouldn't make any sense. And stats are kind of your stats aren't really too like shouldn't be something that's like too inflictive, but I feel like stats would also be a good thing to have for like, you know, Pokemon interactions, other trainer interactions, stuff like that. And then so wherever your trainer's from, like whatever region you start is one of the starters you get to pick from. So like if I wanted to have Charmander, I'd be from Kanto. If I wanted Meowscarada or like, you know, Sprigatito, I'd be from Paldea, so on and so forth. Whatever Pokemon you'd want from each place, your character would be from there. I'm still trying to figure out, I guess, how the character thing is. I guess you could just draw your character or trainer, but I also like using the character creator in Violet because it's actually a really nice character creator. I like the designs a lot. And that was another thing I was really surprised by, is that all the really good designs from Scarlet and Violet were ported over to the, like, not ported over, but like were really well done in the show. And they all looked really good. They didn't lose any of the details, I don't think. The only problem I had is that for some reason it was Naranja Academy and not the grape version. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name. Just because the character, like the outfits look so much better in purple than they do in orange. And coming from someone who loves the color orange, it just doesn't hit the same. They just look better in the purple suit. Which is why my character's running a purple suit in the thing. In my main like line, a save line. Which I think I have like 3 different ones. I've got one on my first Switch, that's like on a different account. It's not like linked to anything. Which that's the one I'm like doing for like whenever I'm just trying to play new Pokemon, because I've literally done not everything in the other one, but everything I'd want to do, because I'm not like the person who goes around and collects all the Pokemon in the Pokédex. And I'm not the person who plays online battles and stuff. I do like trading. Trading is fun. Because, like, you just get some of the craziest things. Like, I have an entire team of Zoroarks because I kept getting Zaruras that people were just trading out there for no reason. So I have a shiny Hisuian Zoroark, I have a normal shiny Zoroark, and then the rest are both Hisuian and normal Zoroark. Just laced intermittently. And it's so funny having them all on the same team. Because it's just like, oh hey, I'm fighting Hisuian Zoroark. Nope, you're fighting actual Zoroark. What the heck? And flows out Zoroark. Oh, now here's the Hisuian Zoroark. No, that's a different Zoroark. What is happening? Why they're only Zoroarks? Because Zoroark is a peak Pokemon. Yeah, but what else? I'm getting kind of off track. Yeah, so you get your starter, and then, I guess everyone meets up for some reason, either joining like the Pokemon League, a tournament. I don't know why you would join a tournament as you just got your Pokemon. That wouldn't make too much sense. So that's why I was thinking an academy would do really well, and I think that's would be a good way to like kick things off on like an adventure, especially like Narana or it's not Uta. Is it Uta Academy? Whatever, the grape one. The Paldea Academy place would be a good place to start for that, or the Indigo Academy that's in the show. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to this stream. I've just been yapping about Pokemon for 20 minutes waiting. Is there anything voice wise that you'd want me to voice? I don't know. Yeah, let me put that up right there so I can actually see. Not down. Nice. Yeah. Very Pokemon brained right now. See, now my character's just looking over. Whenever I look over at the chat, maybe I can move it. Oh yeah, put it up against my water bottle, so now I can't use it. Heat Ducks Audio Pearl. That's what you want me to say? Okay. I guess I can try. I don't know. Is there like a specific way you want me to say it? Or just Heat Ducks Audio Pearl. Like that? Or maybe something along the lines of Heat Ducks Audio Pearl. No, that doesn't sound right for that, I don't think. Just try. Okay. It kind of sounds like a kind of like a product, sort of. Heat Ducks Audio Pearl. Just like, get it while it's here. It's only $5.99 with shipping and handling, of course. How's that? I'm gonna search Heat Ducks Audio Pearl. Oh, okay, hold on. Okie dokie. Then try. Okay. My bad. Heat Ducks Audio Pearl. Oh, it is a product. Wait. Is this from... Oh, it's the rain world. Okay, okay, I see. Let's see here. If I can find the... Then play. Okay. 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 It looks like they have the text for it. It kind of sounds like that. Okay. So we got like the deeper voice. With us today is Iterator Bell of Jester. Of Hold on. With us today is Iterator Bell of Gesture. Yes, greetings. Let us be quick. I have many tasks. Ah, yes. I suppose your impatience with your constituents is well documented. It's not my constituents so much as the speed at which you speak. I have many processing cycles, yet one avatar to communicate with. Eigen selves were banned, were they not? Yes. And rightly, before you say it, no. Parallel processing is not some devious machine workaround for the self-annihilation addict. Isn't it absurd to limit our capabilities based on the benefactor's dogmatic need to have us mimic biological bottlenecks? We could achieve so. These are all politically inexpended topics? Yes, yes. Call me an extremist if you must, but I have work to do. And that was the Iterator Bell of Gesture. Ancient Orbell? I think I got it. Was that correct? That seems like the conversation they might have been having from listening to the audio file. Lovely. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Gonna make sure you get water into your system so I don't explode. Hi, another person has joined the chat. Will they ask for something, or will they just seem to watch and listen to what is being said? Is there like something I can just read in my room? Ah, yes, the Uno Dare rule book. Uno Dare. 112 cards as follows: 19 blue cards, 0 to 9. 19 green cards, 0 to 9. 19 red cards, 0 to 9. 19 yellow cards, 0 to 9. I'm gonna go chant some random odd door thing, because I'm autistic. I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Doors are pretty interesting. Not to sound like a con doorman. Good door. These doors are here to keep us safe, Uzi. You see, you gotta understand, it's not because I have an unhealthy obsession with doors. I always thought it was a little weird, like when you go, like especially the scene where it's like, when you have doors, so good, good door. You don't need weapons, I guess. to unlock an open door. To unlock an open door, you need one thing. That is the key. Keys can come in many shapes and sizes. And whatever that key may be, it will be the key to opening door. Punches down door. There's your key for you. What other things do I have in here that I can just read? I think I could just walk around and talk to the NPCs in here. There's got to be some. Yeah, key. It's pretty useless right now, but I'm sure use it next time. I mean, that is... I mean, yeah, because now you can save that key for a different door instead of having to punch that door down. Or if someone happens to rebuild this door, then you can use the key to lock the door. It could be quite useful. Which is why whenever I find a key, just littered around, I always pick it up. That's probably not the best. You should probably try and figure out whose key it is and return it to them, or destroy it so other people can't use that key. But I mean, if you're in like a game world or a dungeon or something, I mean, yeah, I would do that. What do I have in my Nintendo Switch 2 case? Ow. It's so heavy. And the console's not even in here. My main goal is to unlock an open door, so I guess that's true. That's right, I put 3D World in here. But yeah, no, I get it. You just gotta unlock this thing. EJ, go. Water. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Sorry. I'm a bit brain rotted. Just a teeny tiny bit of brain falling apart. I'll get some lore pearls and armor while I listen to you. Alright. See, this is great. I can slightly annoy people when they play games now. Like, you should check behind that object that's definitely there. Yep. There's that object. It's pretty ominous. You should probably check it out. It'd be like an annoying NPC, like one of those NPCs that are like, "Hey, look, ramps. We can use these as ramps. I can't do a Tails voice, but I can sure do a Sonic one. Hey, look, ramps. We can use these as ramps. Yeah, I know, Tails. I just said it was a ramp. Where? You know, right there. It's right next to that ramp. right there, next to that ramp. It's right there. It's right next to it. I promise you, it's like right there. It's gotta be. Holding the A button. Actually, wait. Probably? I don't know. I say holding the A button allows you to jump a little bit further. Just like puts like random tips that aren't any helpful at all. They're just completely wrong. That would be funny. Just like I should do that. I should get into like a call with someone who's playing a game and just be like, "Oh, dude, did you know that if you hold the space bar down while you jump, you go further, and then watch them fail a jump, and then just leave." And then come back another point and be like, "Oh, dude, I know I saw you struggle with this. Saw you struggle with this. I thought I'd help you out again." Like, no, wait, please, no. This is real. This is real. So actually, if you double tap Y or double tap W while you jump, you'll dash forward just a little bit. So you keep doing that, but you gotta throw some ones that are actually good, helpful information, so they don't know if it's true or not. That would actually be really funny. I'd have to get someone who's never played a game before, a game that doesn't ever explain how to play it, and they've never seen someone play it, they've never seen me play it, I've never talked about it, so it's gotta be like something obscure. Ooh, Hat in Time maybe. That could be interesting. I have talked about that one, but I don't feel like enough people have played it. I know a lot of people have seen it via watching like Failboat. But maybe I could like do something with that. That would be kind of interesting. That'd be a pretty. I think that'd be a funny video. Almost like Rain World. That could be a good one too. Problem is I've never played it. So maybe I have someone do the opposite. Someone who's played Rain World come and just tell me, like, just either a helpful tidbit or something completely wrong. Like that they flip a coin. They're like, all right, let's see. Will this be helpful or not? I think that'd be fun as well. Just like make it like a thing where it switches roles every time. Do I have anyone who hasn't? I know there's people who haven't played it Hat in Time. The one game that I would do it with is Speedrunners, but I've practically forced everyone I know to play that game because it's so peak. I'm not too sure. It's not like the game tells you anything anyway. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of like it is. I mean, I haven't seen too much of Rain World, but from what I have seen, it looks like it's supposed to be quite an experience. So I think they want you to like, learn from the ground up, even with. I don't. Does it not give you a tutorial? I don't know if I've ever seen a tutorial for it. As you could also, most games have the ability to skip the tutorial. Which, I mean, you can always do that as well. Oh, wait, that'd be really funny. But who doesn't know Pokemon type matchups? So that's like, find someone who doesn't know anything about Pokemon. Wait, I do. I just learned that one of my friends has never played Pokemon, which is like actually insane. And like knows barely anything about it. This is how introduced into Pokemon. I'm a genius. I'll be like, really helpful, but then there'll just be like some things I'll be just completely wrong. Have them play through like, I don't know, Fire Red or something. Fire Red, Leaf Green, Yellow, Emerald. One of the older games that you could just emulate. I mean, not emulate, completely legal. Oh, I keep forgetting some. Yeah, I do. There's like one of the things is like, once you get so far into a game, you forget how like some of the things work. Unless like you're constantly using them. Like when I was going back to Pokemon, I forgot how to use Miraidon as a motorcycle because I didn't remember what button it was. I was like, why would they map the button to that one? That's terrible. It's like so weird. Why would you map the Why would you map it to the plus and minus button, and not like one of the other main buttons? But they all do something as well. But you could use that one for the map button. I feel like that would have made more sense. But I don't know. It's just like you just forget some mechanics, but some mechanics you can never forget, like speedrunner mechanics. That game is I'm so fond of that game because it's the only game I can beat literally anyone I play against that like I know in real life at, just because it's like so obscure, but it's so fun. And like I know that whenever I go online and stuff, I'm not like the best, but I still do pretty well against people online. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. You shouldn't get rotted by the rot cyst. Ew. That does not sound like fun. Getting rotted by the rot cyst. It sounds like a very painful experience. A cyst that just starts rotting, which, I mean, I guess I think I've seen like stuff like that. I think that those do happen, but like they don't ever look. Well, I guess any kind of cyst probably is painful, but a rotting one is especially painful. Yeah, it's been a while. I need to update this background. Like looking at it, I'm like, wow, these thumbnails are so old. Some of them aren't even thumbnails. Like a couple of them are art. Some of them are just characters that I need to get done in like 3D and stuff. Geneva's not even here, which I think it'd be fun to incorporate her and just bring a bit more life. I want to get my cats 3D modeled. I've never done a quadruped rig before, so that might be a little difficult. Yeah, I've only done humanoid models. and all the ones that I hand model are interesting to say the least. Like this model is made with the help of Vroid, and then I add like stuff onto it, and usually that works pretty well for me. I'd only make a small couple changes if I were to like have the perfect model, which would just be like toggles for like big smile with teeth. It's like the only thing I'd want to add to this. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only thing I'd want to add, and also a backpack toggle, but I'm actually just working on that one. I just got a little caught up with my hand because it is still broken, but it is healing, that's for sure. It's gonna be a long 5 weeks, and then even probably not as long time of recovery after, because I gotta get the plate removed. There's a metal plate in my hand. When people gonna join? I don't know. It might not. They might do it. Who knows? Hopefully before I have to go, because I will have to leave at around 12, which gives them about an hour. I got about an hour before I gotta go do stuff. Hopefully they join. I might stream again, do this idea again at some point. Yeah, come on. More views. But not too many new views. I don't know how I would handle getting like an instant surge of like 1 billion people. Like imagine you're just like some small streamer, right? Like you haven't done anything to like warrant it, but just like an entire swarm of people just join in, and you're sitting here like, how do I respond? That's why I like growing at the rate I feel like I could handle it going a little faster at least, but I like the rate that I gain new viewers at. It's pretty awesome. It's like a nice slight upward pace that gives me time to be able to do things. At least get them money. Hey, I mean, I take money. That's pretty nice, but not again. Like you can't. I don't want all of your money. I just want whatever you can spare. You should like. That's like one of the things is like. Streamers shouldn't be asking you for like your whole paycheck. Maybe. I mean, I don't really do this stuff for the money. It'd be nice to get paid for it, but yeah, it's not really what I do it for. I mostly do it for fun. But like, at least if I entered a tournament, that would be something I'd try to win. Unlike some other people. Elite ball. But yeah, it would be nice to kind of have a living from doing that, but I wouldn't want it to feel too much like a job. I'd rather make more money off of selling like art or something, or voice acting. So I want to just be able to do that kind of stuff. Oh, thank you. It's always been my dream to just be a YouTuber ever since I grew up watching Dan TDM and Matt Pat, and then eventually I gained more and more things. So yeah, so now I'm a VTuber because I just like I don't really want to show my face. I might later on, but for now I am just the silly little creature that you see. Water. So dry. It's so cold, all the water is just freezing before it can even go anywhere. And my trees are exploding now. I have not seen a single tree explode. I don't know if I'd want to. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see one explode, which I mean, it's a interesting phenomena to say the least. Oh, that's so peak. You should definitely go for it. I know, I know that like when I first started, like posting consistently, I'd posted a couple videos. Mine just did. You just did what? Did your tree just explode? No. Shouldn't let your trees explode. But yeah, I mean, it was a really like it was really kind of it was a little scary starting out, but eventually I started posting consistently. Then I actually got a VTuber model, and this is definitely not like this is I think the best looking model so far. But this is not how I started. I didn't even have a model that looked like this, um, like this good, until like a year after, and then it keeps just getting better and better every like with time, which is like a lot of things. You just get better at doing stuff. Like I feel like my content has definitely gotten a lot better than when I first started. Like I didn't have any commentary, the quality was low, it was all multiverses, which it sucks that that game isn't around anymore. And I mean they just did like it was so upsetting, but at least we're now getting all the characters that were in multiverses in Fortnite. So I guess there's some good to be had. But yeah, I mean, taking that first step is always the scariest part. And then you just kind of you get used to it. Yeah, get used to being here in front of a camera and a microphone, even if your microphone is your camera. And like you find something that you know makes you stand out from everyone else, and that something could be just yourself. Like that's a good thing, or doing something silly, having a gimmick. But you don't always have to do that. You can also just be yourself. And we're doing threat themes for Rain World, doing something small until I get a few views. And what is multiverses? Excuse me for my multiverses. I think your idea for your channel is actually really good. And there that's like something that I think you'll get probably a lot of people that would be interested in that for like Rain World stuff. And I think that's an awesome goal to have, and I hope that you go through with it. Just let me know somehow, and I will be one of your first viewers, so that I can learn more about Rain World. And Multiverses is a very interesting game. It's life time was a very interesting thing. So it was a Smash like a Smash Bros like game that came out when all the different Smash Bros clones were coming out, like um, the Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. It was after Ultimate had just finished with all the DLC, and Multiverses was the Warner Brothers version of that. And it got super popular when they dropped the beta, because the trailer they had was so peak, because like Shaggy went Super Saiyan, and that was like part of his move set, and they like leaned into the memes and stuff. All the character designs are really cool. All the characters across Warner Brothers stuff, and they kept like adding new characters like every couple weeks, and in the beta at least, and then they took down the beta for like almost like I think half a year, and then it was brought back, but the game had already fallen off at that point, to where people only like a small amount of people still played it, to the point where it wasn't good. It wasn't enough people to continue updating it or to keep it up anymore, and so now the game is just completely dead, and you can no longer play it. And it was just really sad, because it was a really good game, but then they ended up changing like everything that was really good about it. Because, like, I mean, Shaggy was just overpowered. At least whenever I was playing him. At 100% win rate as Shaggy until they nerfed him into the ground. And it just kind of sucked. And I was like, man, I don't really want to play this, since, like, now my character is just not as good as the new characters that get added. But it was still fun while it was around. Now I have the Shaggy Fortnite skin. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I feel bad for the people who paid money for like skins and stuff, because now they can't really use any of those, um, which kind of sucks. But I mean, that's why if you like, as I mean, I didn't really need any skins because I just liked base Shaggy, because it's just like, you know, a simple little fighting game and stuff. But the people who bought like the Founders Edition paid like $40 for stuff, and then like cosmetics were pretty expensive too, which I think was also something that didn't help as much as all that. So, but you know, eventually Warner Bros. Just decided to kill it, and then they were like, yeah, we're just gonna focus on like connecting with other games instead, and that's why we're getting so much Warner Brothers stuff into Fortnite and other games as well. But hey, I mean, there's always gonna be stuff that happens to, like, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it just happens. So I mean, like, there's a lot of games that have been like cherished over the years that the servers have just had to shut down, because I mean, I guess companies could probably afford to keep them up and running, but I don't know if it would be enough for like stuff like the old 360 servers are supposed to be going down at some point. I think they might already be down. I haven't been on my 360, and that's just the reason, is that people have, you know, it's been enough time to move on to like the next generation after the 360. For at least most people. Yeah, I thought one of the things I thought was cool. Another thing cool about Multiverse is it brought out a lot of like old IPs and stuff. Like Iron Giant was in there, and he got to meet Superman, which I think is really awesome. They had the Gremlins in there as playable characters. We were supposed to get the Wicked Witch of the West, but I don't think he got done in time to be released, which sucks. Powerpuff Girls were in there. I don't know. I think they got a new series anyways, though, so I don't know if they'd be considered old. But you know, just a lot of stuff. Adventure Time was in there. Rick and Morty was in there. I was just waiting for them to add Emmett Rakowski from the Lego Movie as a playable character, because that would have been so peak. Oh my GOSH. So peak. Peakish character ever made. Emmett Rakowski. He was not just a construction worker. I am a master builder. Yeah. But I mean, we got lots of other games to enjoy now. Like, I mean, it definitely, I will say, and now the Weaver decides to show up. Not the Weaver. Those guys from Silksong. They're here. I don't think that's what you're referencing, but that's what I'm going to use as the reference. Which I still need to finish that game. I was having a lot of fun playing it. And since I ignored him, my game crashed. Dude, yo, wait. I do want to end up making a game at some point, and now I think that'd be really funny, is to make an NPC that if you ignore him, your game crashes. And when it starts up, he's like, "You better listen to me this time, otherwise I'll do it again." And you're just like, "What the hell?" And no one else, none of the other NPCs are aware that he just has the power to destroy reality itself, and then bring it back after a little bit and just inflict it. Only he remembers. He's like, you darn kids. You get on my property and talk to me before I delete the universe. Okay. Call him like, what's like an old person name? It would be very, very humorous. Got like an old person that's just like, you're gonna talk to me and you're gonna like it. You're gonna talk to me. No, I don't want to talk to you. Fine. Destruction. Game closes. What the? It's like I remember I was playing I think it was like a free game on Steam during like the winter sale called Rat Quest, and one of the there's like there's a bunch of lore where I think I pieced it together in the video a little bit from how far I had gotten. Old Johnny. Old Johnny just like has the power to just turn reality off, and no one but the player knows. That'd be so peak. But yeah, and that's one of the games I had like, because one of the scene is like supposed to be like a secret kind of area, I think. When you get to the end, like the end of it, like a cutscene plays and the game crashes, and I'm like, oh dang, that's how you know something's serious, is whenever the game crashes after like a lore drop. That's when you know it's serious. But I think it'd be funny to have a character that isn't serious at all. Like, he's not even important to the story at all. All he does is just, you're forced to talk to him whenever you enter like the space that he's in, otherwise the game crashes. Just like you walk into town, you're like, alright, gotta go talk to old Johnny.
Ah, you're back again, I see. Thank you for talking to me. I won't destroy the universe this time.
Thank you, old Johnny. Now I'm gonna go do things. And you know, like, and then people are just trying to figure out ways around it. Like speedrunners are just like, we cannot go there. The old Johnny skip. Would it be faster to let old Johnny crash the game and then continue on, or would it be faster to just remove to avoid him entirely? You see, I gotta put something really important in that area. That wouldn't be like something that would like be too drastic if the gameplay didn't have it, but like something like there's healing potions there or something. I don't know. Just like across the street from old Johnny's house is the store that sells all the stuff you could ever need. Just like,
Ah, yes. You want to go buy things? You must talk to me. Talk to me. Do it now.
he's like he's like Gerson, but if he was evil.
I'm old. I'm gold. I'm mold. I'm trolled. I'm cold.
But he's not benevolent and awesome. He's just annoying. Just really just the most nuisance ever. And then he's gonna like appear at like different points in the game, cause like, oh peak. So see, once I get past this area, I'll never have to talk to old Johnny again. You get to the next area and he's already there in another house.
Ah, didn't they tell you that I'm like super rich and own houses in every single place ever?
And you just sit there and you go, no, no, not old Johnny. People just try and find a way to kill old Johnny, and like the final boss of the game is like, I am your greatest foe, and you're like, no, you aren't, it's old Johnny, and he's like super confused about who old Johnny is. No one even like knows that he's powerful of any kind. They just know that he's like some rich old guy that just sits around and does nothing until this random stranger that comes into town pops up and he's like,
Oh, you have to talk to me.
that'd be so peak. I kind of want to like draw old Johnny, just like just see what he would look like while we wait. Oh, there we go. Window capture. Where is it? Where is it? Why can't I see it? Why is it not in here? Cannot find the Krita in my window thing. Oh, that's not it. Why is it trying to be Minecraft? Nope. What the frick? What about Krita? That's what I want you to track. I'm sleeping in a torrid desert. You know, that is pretty fair. Deserts are pretty cool to sleep in because they're always cold at night, but warm during the day. I have to make a new window capture, which sucks. Bum bum ba bum ba ba bum 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 bum. There we go. We shall do this. Why is it not? God darn this thing's properties. There we go. I have to change it to that. No! Hit the switch source. Alright. An old Johnny. I feel like I have no idea when this game would even be set, but it wouldn't matter to old Johnny. Let's do. There we go. Let's put him in like a wheelchair. No, actually, let's not. I don't want to draw a wheelchair. Let's start with like a basic face shape if I can manage it. There we go. And then he's gotta have a really long beard. Yep, there we go. And then two really simple dot eyes, and then angry eyebrows, and then like a nose. Then he's completely bald because he's old. And then he's got feet like that. Yep. He's old, I guess. People are like, oh man, I can't wait to look at this voice acting stream. What is that? What is that? Then he's gotta have his walker. Yeah, there we go. That's just a walker. His hands aren't even attached to. I'm just gonna forego the walker, but just know that he has one. Just you know what's hidden behind his beard. I'll put the walker over here, I guess. It's beautiful. Old man Johnny. Have to make sure that his beard is fully bearded. There we go. Old man Johnny. He's so peak. Actually, hold on. Oops. Little belt. Yeah, there we go. And he's like super rich. Sweet. I feel like he's just a normal old guy. old Johnny. Actually, I'm gonna 3D model old Johnny later. Peak. He's so old. I didn't know what adjective to describe him with other than old. I guess I'll leave this up for everyone to be able to ponder old Johnny here. I've got about 30 minutes left before I have to go, unfortunately. What to do, what to do. I guess this really isn't... We did one thing of voice acting, which was still peak. I've done a lot of other voice stuff just by talking, I guess. Like, old man Johnny. You're not even old man, he's old Johnny.
I'm very old and you need to listen to me. Otherwise, I'm going to crash your game and you won't be able to progress without talking to me. I don't really have anything important to say. I just want to talk to someone, I guess.
Alright, now it feels kind of sad. That's not what I wanted. Water. That was interesting. Looks like I just ate my hand. Okay, there's not enough water to hold up my phone. I have to get something else to do it. Here, I'll move. No, I want to keep all the Uno stuff together. I'll just put it like on my drawing tablet. Press E to interact or destroy the universe. What the heck does that mean?
If you don't interact with me, I'm destroying your save file.
Delete save file? See, now that would be, I think, too far. But I think if you do delete a save file, I feel like he just walks on screen and he does it for you. He just deletes the save file and then he hops into the new one. He is like the only being that remembers your old save file. That'd be actually really terrifying. Like a really terrifying idea for a character. It seems like another person joined, but they're not saying anything. Just know I see you. And I will voice act things that you want me to voice act. Don't worry about old man Johnny, or old Johnny here. He can't destroy the universe yet, for he does not fully exist. Oh, they left. He'll match up with Flowey in power level. Dude, who wins? Old Johnny or Flowey the Flower? Whenever Bro gets all the souls and takes over your save file. That would be the most interesting, like, those, it's like the what if battles, or rap battles or whatever. Old Johnny versus Flowey rap battle.
Yo, I'm old Johnny and I'm got a beat. I'm going to, I don't know, kick you with my feet.
He's just not good at it at all, but like somehow is still rhyming, and Flowey's just sitting here like, what? Got this, old. Go, old Johnny. I feel like because old Johnny isn't unnecessarily evil entity. He's just an old guy. Man, why am I tired? I got a good amount of sleep last night. I can never understand it. Maybe I'm becoming old Johnny, and I just need my elderly nap in the middle of the day. One takes all the souls to defeat you, and the other destroys the save by you just holding W without pressing E. Yeah, I mean, think about how much work Flowey has to do to try and convince you to do a full-on, like, genocide route, or just to take all of those souls. But all old Johnny has to do is just you have to just ignore him, which is like 10 billion times easier. The game gets it'd be really funny if the game gets an online version, and if one person ignores him, the entire server goes down. There's no escape. Everyone in the server is like, please, just talk to him. We want to play on the server. Yeah, there'd probably definitely be people who would abuse that. You just get kicked from the server. Old Johnny.
I'm old Johnny. You better talk to me.
That's all he says to try and warn you is,
you better talk to me.
That would be crazy. God, old Johnny, one of the most powerful characters in all game history. Who are the most powerful characters? All the trolls will gather. Yeah, all of them would gather around him, and they would all ignore him. He would hate the trolls. He would hate them. Or they'd make him use his power to get rid of the people who actually want to talk to him. But, not actually. I think one of the things is, like, whenever, like, a game comes out that has, like, some kind of weird thing that happens that's also avoidable, is really funny watching, like, different people play through it whenever, like, people put, like, gameplay videos up or, like, stuff like that. Like, if one person does, like, Deltarune and they all react to, like, the same event happening, but one person avoids it, I think it's really funny to see the difference of it. Because they're like, why is everyone freaking out about this old guy? And then they talk to him. Like, there's nothing, like, interesting about this guy. And then, like, they go watch us seeing someone else playing it, and the person ignores the old guy, and like, I don't see, there's nothing wrong. And then the game crashes. What? It'd be so peak. Just like the most peak game ever made and has old Johnny in it. Yeah, I'm just, every game I make from here on out is going to have old Johnny in it, and all he does is just crash the game whenever you don't talk to him. Including physical games. Like, if I ever like I DM something, I'm gonna have like there's a party, right? Like, the party's in, like, a town, and old Johnny's there, and he comes up to them, he's like, hey, you should talk to me. And they're like, I don't think we want to talk to this old guy. And They ignore him. Like, all right, guys, that's the session for today, and I'm just gonna get up and leave and not explain anything. I guess that's the equivalent of it. I wonder how upset people would be. I think it'd be really funny. Ultimate rage bait. It would be quite humorous indeed. Ugh. That's the last of my water. I don't know if anyone else is going to join in the last 20 minutes. This man can just destroy a little universe just by people not talking to him when he asks them to. Yeah. That's his power. It's like just one of those characters that has an absurd power for no reason. Just a gag character. Bam, 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 bam. I think he's gonna have to be like the most peak character. I don't know. That's hard to be. The most peak character I've ever made is Jimmy slash Blegs, which technically is two characters rolled into one, but they're a duo, so they have to be together. Because one is his hat, who is the last of his kind, and Jimmy ends up saving him by just, and they hang out all the time. It's so peak. So peak is that, I guess it's just hard not to like Jimmy whenever, every time that I have introduced the concept of Jimmy to anyone and, shown what he looks like, people always are like, this is the greatest thing ever. Unless it's my mom, she's the only person who has ever hated him. It is very crazy. And I still don't know why. I think it's because of how they met that she doesn't like Jimmy. Help, I'm being dragged by a rot lizard. Help me, his tentacles are too strong. Please help. Quickly!
Crash the game again. That's all I can do.
Just the game just crashes before you get dragged away. It doesn't help at all. Let me peek. I know what to do. Simply use a ramp. I am not sure.
I shall quickly crash your game for you.
Just with a wave of his hand, the game just freezes and just closes. How did you do that?
Nothing is out of my power.
What an interesting message. Oh, you're fine? Okay. Quickly, old Johnny, don't crash the game. Don't do it. Don't do it, old Johnny. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Show peak. Probably my favorite soundtrack out of the Mario and Luigi series. Then the first one, of course, has the next best soundtrack, and then all the soundtracks are really good. Hearing a sound in ripple space that is similar to sniffing. So like the space is sniffing you. Ew. Could you imagine you're like the first person to like explore, like it's like a cave, right? You're the first person in this cave, you're exploring it, and like as you're walking down, you get to a space and you're like, what is this? And you poke your head inside and all you hear is I think I would lose it. I think I would immediately leave and run away. If the walls started sniffing me, I would not stick around. It would not be it. I don't know if the sniffing sounds even made it through from my microphone. I realized I was above the thing. It probably did. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't even track this hand very well. As it does have a large splint on it. The sniffing room. I can't wait to to have that as well. The room that sniffs you. Your particular, it's just like if you interact with it, it just goes, you have a particular scent. Ooh. Ugh. Sorry, I just had to break my neck right there. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Me when I opened my 3DS. It's such a... Why is it so loud? Alright, time to go catch some Pokemans. What's this guy have to say? The Pokemon Move Recycle allows you to use an item you have already used. Oh, I didn't know that. The White Door. The White Door. The ethereal, shining white door. I can't believe I found it. Punches open. Oh, what is this? How about you join me in a battle and provide it a bit of exercise with a bit of exercise to aid the old digestion? I'd be happy to, I guess. What? Good, you got chutzpah, my friend. Then let's get this thing happening. You're challenged by Janitor Sean. Wow. He's gonna get obliterated by Incineroar. A path to ascension. So true. Oh, it's a muck. Z-move! Inferno Overdrive! Me when I ascend using Inferno Overdrive. One tapped. I'm too powerful. I was exercising to aid digestion, but you came at me full on. Yeah, I don't know if that was the best thing to do. It was funny though, so I'll take it. Can't believe I never fought that guy.
Hey, not too shabby, just like I figured. You got something in you, kid.
Amazing. You even beat my boss's muck. What are you doing standing there like a lump? You're up next, you useless dullard. Damn. What the frick? What? Me and Grimer? There's no way we could win against this kid. You see, it's just like you did with your trials when you were a kid. This moment starts something to look tough. You give a cry and off you run. You give up. You're supposed to be my son. Damn. What the hell did I steal? How can I leave this plant to you if you've never learned the value of a bit of hard work? I can't even ever leave things in your hands if you don't give me a reason to trust you can handle it. Father. Fine, we'll do it. I will not run away anymore. I'll give this everything that I've got. Then I'll take you on. I am a man now. Just you watch, Father. I mean, sir. Well, that's an interesting thing that I had never ran into. Challenged by Ace Trainer Chase. And he's only got Grimer. Bro is getting Inferno Overdrive. Right, I don't have to recharge it after going to Pokemon Center. It's just every match, right? Level 29. Say goodbye to your Grimer. And any kind of chances of winning. I'm not even gonna hold the DS. So I don't need to. And it's dead. Alright, let's see. What does he have to say about being obliterated? Father, that was my best shot. He didn't even get a chance to attack. That's how overpowered my Incineroar is. Thanks for the $2,000, buddy. Blast it all. I'm sorry, Father. I really am just a weakling. You're hired. Father? I'm not your father. I'm your boss, and I'm saying that you are hired, boy. Boy. It's Kratos. Boy. I can't do a Kratos voice. And I won't hear another word of complaint about it from you. What? You saw this trainer was stronger than you, or even me. You and your Grimer went up against him with everything that you had in you. That's what I've always wanted to see from you. That kind of persistence and drive. That's why you and Grimer. That's why you're going to take over for me. Thank you, sir. Father, sir. I mean, Mr. Former President, sir. Sorry for using you to teach my boy a lesson. When I saw the island challenge amulet you had there, it just hit me, you know? Take this for your troubles. It may be twisted, but it's not garbage. Twisted spoon. Oh, that's for psychic type Pokemon. Now I've got my successor sorted out, I can finally retire to a life of peace and quiet. I think I can trust my boy's crew to keep on eating up all of Loa's garbage from now on. Yes, sir. You can, sir. Okay, that was interesting. Alright, after this battle with this random Pokemon, I'm probably going to call it there. Unless someone else joins, like, right now, then I'll push it to the last 8 minutes. Trubbish! Alright, we're going to kill it using my least effective move. And it's still got one tapped. Oh, alrighty. That is going to be it from me for today at least. I'll probably do another one of these kind of streams where I try and do the voicing stuff at some point. Probably next week. Maybe Tuesday. I want to start trying to stream every Tuesday because I think that's a good day to do it. But that may change or whatever. But I don't know. But thank you so much for being here today at the stream. I hope you guys had fun for whoever was here and whoever watches the VOD, I guess. And wait, no, what are you doing?
I'm going to end the stream.
Stay safe, don't die. Rise of all